I guess diplomatic? So this guy is going to be more about consolidating than his father was. That's fine. One set, you will not be able to change the education focus. That's fine. So we'll go diplomatic. So I am probably not the best person to teach him diplomacy. And by probably not the best person, I mean I am definitely not the best person to teach him about diplomacy. So I need to check my realm for any gender. My religion, definitely my religion. Not a ruler, join court, any. And you need to be high diplomacy. So Hrodgar. Hrodgar's the best choice. And there's a chance he could become a Grey Eminence if we do that. So let's find Hrodgar. There he is. And he's positive relations as well, so he's less likely to try and murder my heir. Diplomacy through blood is still diplomacy, true. Frankfurt was filled with horses and cattle. Our raiders have rounded up a large flock in the main square, so I can decide which ones to pick for myself and what to do with them. I'll offer them to the gods. Burn them! Take the best specimens, or share the cattle with my best warriors. I have tons of prestige, so I'm going to take the best specimens. And Frankfurt has now been looted, so we are going to go to Mainz, which is still adjacent to the river, thankfully. And then after that, Trier, which, unfortunately for them, have raised their levies. Oh, so of these guys, that means these sieges are going to be very quick, I think. Where is the search from within your realm? Down here, find characters. I realise it's probably blocked a bit by the scrolling donations, tuck it donations, and then you can just do search realm, search earls, search vassals, or search your court. So the realm is everyone in your borders, vassals is just the people under you, court is just the people in your court, not necessarily your vassals, then all is the entire world, and then you have different search functions for everything else. Viking diplomacy in a nutshell. Infidel land, free real estate. Ooh, that's a big army, crikey. That might be a defensive coalition. The Burger Holy War for Cologne. If you say so, they're both Catholic. Another victory, so we'll march on to Trier. Mainz is filled with horses and cattle. Our raiders are rounded up here. Okay, so best specimens again. And with that, we should have the financing to upgrade the castle town again. Truces are expiring. Captain Gelter of the Breton Band. I think that's where I exiled that dude to. Let's just take another look at government. So this is going to be all of the bishoprics near us. And... oh yeah, moral authority is going up and up and up and up. Oh, apparently our side won a holy war. Apparently. Then once the castle towns are done, we will need to try and get some more troops, I think. Siege of Trier is done. No special effects, that's fine. We'll just go back onto the ships. Head back to Strict and then think about where we want to go from here. So let's just go and drop the levies for now. So, Holland. Has... that's 600, 860-ish troops. And this is the castle, so that's going to have the most. So we do have more troops than they do. And because we are Norse, we do have the Conquest of Holland CB. Which I think we'll use. So we're basically going to spend 100 prestige and 50 piety. Oh no, sorry, we gain that if we win this. Is there a cost to this? Doesn't look like it. Well, regardless, we're going to do a conquest here. And we're going to raise our levies and march you guys there as quickly as possible. Holland raises theirs. Holland, unfortunately for them, is flat terrain. So Mordred will take the centre. Do we have a flanker? Inspiring leader, Trickster. Torbjorn is the better commander, so Torbjorn is going to take the second portion of the army, and Arnie is going to take the third. And we're going to need to wait until we've got morale. Whoops. Yeah, let's not attack straight away. You're going to Breda. Oh, you're going to try and walk around us, aren't you? That's fine. Right. Speed down. Need to wait until they're locked and then move ourselves. No. Morale is recovered. Armies are relatively... Actually, I can give Arnie some more troops. Let's throw them at you. I have the largest portion of heavy infantry. You've got the second group. That's fine. Then you've got all of the various randoms. Alright, so there is a river present, which we will have to deal with. We've already shattered their left flank. We've almost shattered their right flank. We outnumber them 2-1. And then once these are done, we get hefty bonuses for flanking. Enemy commander slain in the chaos surrounding the battle for Holland. My men cornered Egilideg, who resisted bravely until he, according to reports, tripped on his own battle axe. Gained prestige. Ooh, who dat? Hey, Dana! Thank you very much. Happy birthday, feels... happy birthday. Have some beer ducats. Thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. Phil's birthday, man. I was going to say, Phil's bad, man? Really? Phil's birthday, man. Yes, thank you. What's bad about beer? Answer? Nothing. Hail, warrior! As members of the Wolf Warriors, we strive to better ourselves and each other. One way is the occasional sparring match for practice and honour. Seek out and duel the warrior Torgil. You will find him at Telemark. Okay. To complete the mission, you need to right-click the portrait of your target and choose to duel them. The winner will receive the most renown. Okay, so I am going to mark you as interesting so I can find you again later. Because we can only do that if we're not at war, I believe. Where's their army going to run to? Don't know. So let's just start sieging down Holland. What are my garrisons like? 300. 300. So he will be able to siege us down if he chooses. Which is, I guess, another reason to increase the strength of my troops and fortifications and stuff. Keep would help. Increases levy size and garrison size by quite a bit. Although I find that the keeps are not as good as building the individual buildings, especially early on. Phil's birthday man is that. Okay, I get you. It's an emoji. Or a chat icon. I don't know what they're called when it's on Twitch. Just bros doing what bros do, dueling with lethal weapons. I remember my first time. My liege, my mission to Osnabrück has so far been a success. Bithild is liking us more and more. Bithild is fighting. Who are you fighting? Osnabrück and conquest of West Friesland. Oh, that's West Friesland. Interesting. So that's Osnabrück versus West Friesland, Perfetwalad, and Sankt Blasien. Holland Dordrecht. It's not here. So, Odo, you're still a Catholic. So I think what I need to do is start antagonizing you. Right, now we can go back to speed 4 because we're just waiting for things to tick down. An outbreak of the disease in the camps outside the walls of Ladingen has killed many of the besiegers. Tree has been looted for money. Mines. Are we actually sieging Vladingen? Interesting. Apparently that's where my parents used to live. Minus 17 combat. I should really learn to check that. Yep, minus 17. Wow. He's fat and craven. I don't think there's much of a chance that he would actually accept the duel. Right, so I'm going to go and attack them before they take that fort. Success. Relations 100. So they really like us. We are now considered friends. Something I can do there. With the hot cautery touched the open wound, I couldn't hold the scream back. I cursed the doctor and only laughed. Oh, who only laughed? I thought I was laughing. And told me to take it easy and not pick on the wound. I have been wounded. Wounded. Captured in battle. He will make a perfect sacrifice to Odin. Sadia of Ihodia. Ashkenazi. How on earth did you get to Holland? Fair enough. Yeah, Murderize. Made battlefield sacrifice until 787, 2 years. We gain +5 personal combat skill. And zealots like me more. So the good thing about that is that's more battlefield skill. Oh, I'm wounded. My own battlefield skill's gone down. Oh, and I'm old. So it's going down even more. So as soon as I hit 50, it goes down. Oh no! This is terrible! Grumbuskin has reached age. She, however, would make a good fighter. We're going to make her martial education. How is Mordred doing? He's got pretty good martial, actually, for someone who doesn't like fighting much. His diplomacy is suffering a bit. Mayor Odo thoroughly hates me by now and wishes me dead. The feeling, of course, is mutual. We shall be enemies to the end. I'm not going to duel him until I've recovered from the wound. Hopefully. Alright, Dordrecht. And with that, you will peace out. Enforced demands. The nun has fallen. And Holland is now mine. Slightly annoyed that you're taking over West Friesland, which I would have thought would be Nord Holland, but apparently isn't. And you... Whoa! Okay, Count Kreat of Jülich is fighting against Loon, Venice, Zeeland, Luxembourg, Bomberg, Ulm, Boulogne, Valais, Chiese, Chur, Dunois, Varay, Würzburg, Nachal, Marburg, Ulster, and Ypres. Holy War for Lower Lorraine. Yeah, this is why you don't do holy wars in this particular setting. Yeah, I'm working on making the daughter a shield maiden. That is one of the things my society permits. Power, shield maidens. The decision to appoint somebody as a shield maiden becomes available, provided she's your sister or daughter. Castle Town in Eiselstein has been finished. Excellent. And then, of course, we have control over Vladingen now. And my domain is level 5, so we can get some more. So do I want to just push the advantage and go after Zeeland here? Oh, I can't because I've got levies. So, conquest of Zeeland. Like, your garrison is not here. That's bad for you. What's my threat level? How can I see my threat? Wow, he's actually a really good fighter. CK2 music is awesome. Yes, I totally agree with that. Where is threat? Oh, it's the thing that appears up here, isn't it? And if it's not there, then I don't have it. We're good. Conquest of Zeeland. Raise, raise. This time I probably can't afford to lead these armies myself. Because I'm wounded. I want to stay back and recover from that. So Arnie is going to be there. Then the little army on the side is just not going to be commanded. That's fine. Oh, there's the Zeeland army. Eslaf of Zeeland is trying to usurp my title. His chancellor, the Bishop of Tholen, has supposedly been travelling around Holland trying to find both documents and supporters to help him claim a legitimate title. Let him be for now, because Aelon's not going to exist for much longer, so even if he does get a claim, so what? So Holland could now get castle fortifications, considering how much it's worth. Or Gelre, rather. I should probably do that. Capital as well. Let's not make it easy for them, shall we? Fort level 3.5. What's the fort level here? 3.5. So they have much the same upgrade as I do. Oh no, far fewer buildings. They don't have the town stuff done. So we're at 33%. The castle has fallen. Now we just need to siege down the other two. And these probably are... I was going to say better guarded, but they're really not. Are coalitions a thing in TK2? They are, yes. You generate what's called threat as you take out other nations around you. And if your threat goes too high, then there are different types of coalition. So if it's just a little bit of threat, then like your neighbours might form a coalition. If you get more threat, then people of the religion that you're killing might start to band together. Then if you get like really high threat, then everyone just gets into the coalition. It's kind of an interesting way of doing it. I like it. Peace offer. Are you willing to give up? Yes. And just like that, we're up to 4 provinces. Including controlling that one province. Oh! I did not realise that you could actually click that button and preview it. Okay, so, as I have mentioned a couple of times, there is a modular religion system if you reform your faith. And that's what this is. So you can choose the nature of your faith, you can choose the doctrine, which is these two, and then the leadership. I did not know you could actually click on that. That's amazing. This is one of the things I'm the most excited about. Oh, can't close that, apparently. Don't close that. We are presented with a unique opportunity to reshape our faith forever. We must be careful on the path we set out on, as once the new dogma of our religion has been established, it will be impossible to change. So, definitely save before you do this. Many learned priests and scholars have travelled to my court in order to discuss all sorts of theological matters in the attempt to codify a complete and solid reinterpretation of old oral traditions. Yet, being the one who made the Reformation possible in the first place, it would only be fair I gave my opinion on the nature, doctrine and leadership of the new religion. So we will only be able to do this when I control 3 of the 5 Reformation centres. So I still need to go for Paderborn, which is here. Unfortunately, this is owned by Germanic, so I don't think I can do a conquest, just straight up conquest on him. Yeah, we need a CV on you. So I think we'll need to spread to Munster and then Paderborn. And then after that, Sealand, Uppland. One of those. Probably Sealand. I'm so excited about that. I did not realise you could do this. So then you can choose what modules you want to use. So warmongering. Rulers do not receive opinion penalties for raised vassal levies. Great holy wars are allowed. Rulers are extremely aggressive, and rulers at peace lose prestige. The Sons of Ragnarok. I think this one is unique to the Vikings, so you have to be Norse to get this. Prepared invasions are allowed. Fleets can navigate through major rivers. Ship maintenance costs reduced to 10%. Oh, that's why fleets are so cheap. That might have been a hidden modifier before. Because fleets basically never cost much. Hence I almost always had them active in old games. Looters prefer coastal counties. Haruspici. Diviners read the signs before war to try and improve troop morale. And then Hierocratic. A priest is put in charge of this religion. And then here are the options. Pick a feature. So we can be peaceful, unyielding, protestantizing, dogmatic or cosmopolitan. Peaceful, less likely to start wars. Gain piety when at peace. Not allowed to loot. Not allowed to do great wars. Unyielding. Armies are stronger when defending their home territories. So this is the pagan one, I think. Religion is resistant to proselytizing, so will not convert, and great wars are allowed. Proselytizing, this religion encourages missionary work, so this is Catholicism, by default. Great holy wars are allowed, and rulers waging war against a member of their own faith lose piety. Dogmatic, base moral authority is high. Great Holy Wars are allowed, and does not allow marriage with infidels. Rulers waging war against members of their own faith lose piety. And then Cosmopolitan. Religion can intermarry with its neighbouring faiths. Great Holy Wars are allowed. Discourages missionary work, and base moral authority is low. So lots of people converting with that one. The Sons of Ragnarok, or other features. Divine marriage. Close kin marriage is allowed. Yes, that means sisters and daughters, or sons and brothers. Close kin marriage amongst nobility is considered a divine union. There's even achievement for this one. Polygamy is allowed, with polygamy. Meritocracy, heir designation is allowed. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Stability, short reign penalty is disabled. Oh, so you're less likely to have factions and uprisings and stuff. Rulers can spend piety to improve their courtiers' attributes. Now that's very interesting. Religious taxation of subjects of a different religious group is allowed. So that's the Icta. Rulers can ask their subjects to take the vows and disinherit them. So Catholicism gets this one. Followers of the religion gain +2 base learning. Priests are bound to be celibate. Syncreticism. Rulers can choose to gain sympathy with another faith by decision, so that's in EU4, like you can have, I think this is what the Tengri have. So if you have syncretic faith as reformed, then you get advisor cost reduction, stuff like that. That's EU4, probably a similar system in this. Astrology. Characters are assigned zodiac traits on birth and by decision, grants access to the Hermetic Society. I do like the Hermetic Society, that's very progressive. Agnatic clans. Agnatic law is enforced. Open succession is unlocked. Female characters are not allowed on the council. Matrilineal marriages are not allowed. Equality. Absolute cognatic law is enforced. Female rulers are not penalised. So if you want to play a very, very progressive nation, you can do that. Enatic clans. Enatic law is enforced. Female rulers are not penalised. Open succession is unlocked. Male characters are not allowed in the council. So if you want to play as the Amazons, you can do that too. Bloodthirsty gods. Prisoners of different religions can be sacrificed for piety. That's Norse. Oh, yeah, I think this is by default Norse, but it's also like that's Aztec, I think. It's not enough feathers for Aztec. No, I think that is just Norse. Sacrificing prisoners unlocks special traits and actions. Daring. Prepared invasions are allowed. That's definitely a Norse thing. Seabound. Fleets can navigate through major rivers. Ship maintenance reduced. Looters prefer coastal provinces. So how is Seabound different to Sons of Ragnarok? Oh, Sons of Ragnarok allows daring and Seabound. So yeah, this is the Norse unique. So only the Norse can take this. But if you're not a Norse, then you can basically choose between them. So you could still do prepared invasions, which is interesting. Or you could still loot counties and rivers. Unrelenting. Armies ignore defensive attrition. Armies have increased offensive capabilities, so Crusaders, especially against pagans. Animistic. Units from counties following the true faith receive a land morale bonus, so that is a pagan bonus. I think the Slavs get that one? Maybe a remover? Characters perform a rite of passage upon reaching adulthood. Then ancestor veneration. Religious head can decide upon dead ancestors to give special status. Enables eldership succession law. Interesting. And then, yeah, you get to pick 2 of those. And then leadership. So hierocratic is you choose a priest who's put in charge of the religion. Temporal, the reformer will become the new head of the religion. So that's Norse as it used to be. So Norse as a default, and I think this is like the default, has changed, because he used to become the Folkir. Autocephalus. Autocephalus priests are put in charge of each realm's religious matters. Each realm shall have its high priest working alongside the ruler and fulfilling the needs of the gods and their followers. Okay. Then autonomous. Follows the religion, pick a preferred branch. Follows the religion, gain +2 martial. Religion will never have a religious head. And great holy wars are not allowed. So I guess even if your nature allows great holy wars, then autonomous disallows it. Great holy wars being crusades. And I don't know if everyone follows the new mechanics. So Catholic Crusades definitely get this. Catholic Great Wars, the entire system for Crusades has been overhauled. So no longer do you need to send troops, you can now send money instead. There is like a... what's the word? Expected grant that each nation gives. So if you're like the Holy Roman Empire, then you're expected to send more, I think. And I think you can like declare how much support you want to give for the Crusade, and the Pope can choose different levels of support required. I don't know exactly how that works. Like, that's one of the things that I wanted to play as a Crusader, so that we could find out how that works. But I don't know if other faiths also have access to the Crusader mechanics, or if it still works like Great Holy Wars. I suspect they probably do have access, but I don't know in what system, or if there's any modifications or anything like that. New system is only for Catholics, everyone else gets the old system. Okay. Okay, so I want to recover from my wound before we do anything. I've just realised I don't have a court physician. I need a court physician. I have no valid candidates. Oh no! Quick, get me one. I have a bit of money. Send messages and scouts in all directions to scour the realm for skilled physicians who would be willing to take up residence in the court. Hope we don't have to wait for long. Alright, so while I'm out wounded, I am going to raise my army, not the vassals, and the navy. And we're going to go raiding. Not me, personally, that would be kind of silly, but Torbjorn. Because I'm suspecting that I'm going to need money to do this. So no, I am not leading this. Torbjorn's leading this. Arnie's second. You guys are raiding. Jump on a ship. Let's go to England. Ooh, Middlesex has got a bit more money. Sussex is a bit more. Kent has actually upgraded their fortifications, unfortunately. Your rangers has reported a suspected witch living in the outskirts of the realm. They have never been able to prove the woman practices sorcery, although the villagers do not trust her. She is willing to put her medical mixology skills to good use in the court, and offers to become your physician in exchange for naught but a small vial of your blood. A most strange offer. You're infected?